All right, are we ready? Almost ready. I guess I'll like do the daily problem and stuff. All right, there we go, there we go. Let me bring up my chats real quick. Fibonacci shirt, yeah. Laid or decision? Laid? Decision? Maybe a little bit of both. Alright, should we do a daily problem? I haven't done a LeetCode problem in over 3 months. This is the longest I've ever gone without doing LeetCode since I started LeetCoding. So I'm gonna be super rusty. Washed, yeah. Look at this. Look at all that. No green dots anywhere, man. By far, I think well, maybe not by far. I think I went like 2 months in the past without doing LeetCode. This time it's 3 months without doing any LeetCode. Maybe in 2020 I took a long break here and there. But right now, it's for sure the longest I've ever gone. Tujen 3213, what's happening? I tried lemon pepper chicken wings the last time I was near a Wingstop. Great recommendation, yeah. Lemon pepper and garlic parmesan. It's like everybody always gets that from Wingstop. And I think Wingstop's lemon pepper is very special. But I've been getting tired of it lately, man. It doesn't hit like it used to. Anyways, welcome to the party. The hair game 10 out of 10, thank you. I've been growing it myself for, I don't even know, 12 years maybe? Yeah, I hope they don't give me any hard ones. Triangle. Let's see if I can solve a daily problem. I've solved it 3 years ago, dang. 3 years ago. Alright, given a triangle array, return the minimum path sum from top to bottom. For each step, you may move to an adjacent number of the row below. More formally, if you are on index I on the current row, you may move to either index I or I+1 on the next row. I should be able to do this, right? I haven't even coded in many months, man. I don't even code anymore. What am I doing? Who knows? Let's see. So what do they want? They want minimum path sum from top to bottom. So is this like a DP problem, man? I should be able to one-shot this, but I don't think I will be able to do that today. So they want the minimum. Let me think. So I'm thinking I just take the one. I don't remember any LeetCode, man. This is gonna be a rough comeback. So I need to remember the minimum path to get to a certain cell. So like here, the minimum path would be minimum of this, of I. Yeah, minimum of that. This one is like minimum of this or that or something. Pixel Pusher, welcome to the party, man. Dang, I can't do all this stuff. All right. How have I been? I've been good. Lots of changes coming up. I was gonna try and do the daily problem and then talk about all the updates. But after thinking about the problem, I don't even remember how to leak code. Maybe I should just tell y'all what's going on. So let me see if my tablet's working yet. I want to set up my teleprompter so I can look at the camera while I talk. He's one of us now. Can't leet? Hey, some of y'all can leak code too good. Dang, I gotta download a system update. Do I have to? Man, I feel embarrassed about I don't even know where to begin on this problem. Even though I feel like I could solve it, you know? Procrastinate on the leak code even further? No, I'm not gonna procrastinate too much. Alright, I'm updating my tablet because I haven't used it in many months. Maybe I should have updated it before I started streaming, but it's my first day back, man. It'll be alright. Alright, everybody wants to know, what am I gonna be doing? I would also like to know that. So I'm leaving. My last day is November 16th at Google. My manager says maybe end of October I'll start not doing any work. I might not even need to show up in the office after that. And I'm not going to any other company. I've decided I don't want to work anymore for a big tech company. So I'm just gonna do my own thing. That's the big update. Nothing too crazy, you know. By doing my own thing, I mean, I'm gonna be working, but I'm gonna be working on things that I want to work on. And I'm time boxing myself. I'm going to be doing this. This is kind of like an experiment, man. I've always wondered, what could I achieve or what could I accomplish if I've worked as many hours as I'm supposed to work at work? You know, like if I actually worked on something that I wanted to do for the whole time I've been at Google, and I worked like as many or more hours, what would that become? That's what I want to find out, man. So I'm time boxing myself. I'm giving myself 2 years to work at a sustainable rate over those 2 years. And I'm just gonna be doing everything I've ever wanted to do, man, until I run out of money or until I start making some money. And if I run out of money, I guess then I'll go back and try and find another job. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, man. Nothing super crazy. Productized type Blazor? Yeah, that's one of the things I want to actually do. There are so many small projects I want to work on. I feel like I've only been half-assing my stream and everything related to my stream because I still have a regular job, you know? And I just want to find out, what if I didn't have a regular job and my only job was to just be productive on my own terms? Like, what's gonna happen? Have you seen the TV show Severance? Nah, I've seen like 2 episodes, but I didn't watch any more than that. Sounds like a plan, yeah. The Lumon company reminds me of Google. Lumon. I guess it's like Huli or something. Any idea what you're trying to build to make money with? Actual dog welder, welcome. Any idea what I'm trying to build? I have a few ideas. They're all related to algorithms or typing. Are you a millionaire yet? No, I am definitely not a millionaire. Save it here. Thank you very much. I don't even remember. Oh dang, it talks to me. I don't even remember how to my website's broken. I think my Twitch API key needs to be refreshed. But I think I can still add supporters. Let me try and see if that works still. Yeah, I'm gonna actually work on my website, make it complete. I feel it's kind of like I work on it so slow. Clistar, thank you very much for the tier 1. I'm not supposed to be doing that, but thank you. Alright, 1 sub, tier 1. Thank you very much. You have children? I have a stepdaughter. Takes time for that too. Yeah, I've been chilling. I've been chilling like the last few months. The whole summer I've been chilling. It's been relaxing, but if I have to be honest, man, I've been really bored lately. Don't know what to do with myself. I have too much time and nothing to do, so here I am streaming. The great lock-in of September to December 2025. Lock-in? I don't think I'm gonna start locking in until the new year. So all this talk I've been doing about doing my own thing, it's not gonna start happening until about January 2026. Because I gotta move. So leaving New York, I gotta move. That's about it. Yeah. Bobby Blue. What's happened, Bobby Blue? I'm leaving sometime in November. Probably get settled in. And then holidays for December. So I don't want to start trying to lock in the middle of holidays. How was Japan trip? Where can I see Japan pictures, videos? Man, I never even went to Japan. I told y'all I was going to Japan, but then I canceled that trip a long time ago. I went to Canada instead. Yeah, what's been happening, Bobby Blue? Alright. I don't feel comfortable on stream yet. It's gonna take a few streams before I get back to normal. Alright, should we try and solve this problem though? Alright, the triangle problem. So if we start at the second row and then we look up and up -1, you take the min of up and up -1. It's like a DP, and then you add it to the current, and then you just take the minimum number in the last row or something. You haven't streamed for a bit then? Wasn't sure if I just been missing it or if you haven't been on as much. Yeah, I haven't streamed in like 3 months. It's been a long time. I took a break. I had a lot of things going on. I needed a break to just chill and figure out my next steps because I decided to leave Google earlier this year. And I've been working towards that for a while. And I was holding out because I had a feeling that Google was gonna do layoffs and I wanted to get laid off. So I was like waiting. Things were going on, like people were saying, oh yeah, there might be layoffs. Some other orgs had like voluntary layoffs where people could just sign up to get laid off and they all got laid off. And I was waiting for that to come around to my org. And then I signed up. So I think back in June or something, my org offered voluntary layoffs. And I was probably the first person to sign up for that shit, man. I wish I could see the leaderboard of who signed up first or the fastest. As soon as that email came out, I didn't even read it, man. I just signed up, put my name in the bucket, man. And then I officially got accepted to get laid off in August. And then now I'm on my last few weeks. So I'm really just not doing anything at work. I have to go into the office still. For some reason they want me in there to I don't know why, but I've been going in, but I haven't been doing much. Smart Coder, what's up, man? How you doing? Did the TC dip that much? Nah. TC hasn't dipped. TC has been going up, but I'm just bored, man. Work must be boring AF. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is. And I'm not very motivated to do boring work or work that I don't really care about, I guess. Alright, let's try this, man. Let's try this dang LeetCode problem. So, just a vector of vectors. Then, but everything is a different size. Can I make a copy? So like, make a copy, and I'm going to use this as my DP cache basically. And I'm going to iterate. I'm going to go from the first row, and I'm going to check my cache. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't even know if I can type fast anymore, man. I don't code at work. I don't code in my free time. It's crazy. Jobs are boring. What if you regret it in 5 years? I mean, what if I regret not doing it in 5 years too? I think I would probably regret not trying something for myself than regret trying. There's a diff? Difference in what? What are you talking about? 10, yeah. Issy Hogo, what's happened? Am I applying again? Nah, I'm not trying to work right now. I'm trying to take a break. Well, not really a break, but I'm trying to just do my own thing. Yeah, 4 years at Google. That's how long I was. But man, I'd say it got boring. I was starting to get really bored maybe a year ago. Yeah, at least a year ago, man. Moving where? Outside of New York. I haven't said where, but you'll find out eventually. Though you have that Google on your resume now, the other fangs are available anytime. That's how I feel. Like, even if I take a 2-year break, it's not like I'm just sitting around watching Netflix for 2 years. I'm gonna be like making moves in those 2 years. Come back to SF? No way, man. That place is too expensive. I'm trying to live somewhere low cost of living, or at least not crazy high, you know. I was thinking about starting the LeetCode grind. Issy Hogo, weren't you like starting the grind like a year ago, man? I guess like you're trying to start grinding again. Are you trying to switch jobs? New York is good. I really enjoyed my time in New York. I was in New York for 2 years. Can we expect a 24-hour stream now? No, I feel this is highly unlikely, me ever doing a 24-hour stream. Maybe 12 hours, but I don't know if I can go 24 hours, man. Oh, Q Ultimus, welcome to the party. Are you in the city or up? I'm in Queens, so it's in the city. You guys notice my new camera setup? Nobody noticed. It's kind of similar though. Anyways. Dang, Q Ultimus, thank you very much. I'm gonna solve this daily problem real soon, man. I think I'm ready to solve it right now. Oh, the real Raymond Jones. How are you doing, man? I've been vibe coding a lot since watching your stuff, man. That's, I mean, I was gonna say the whole world is vibe coding, man. I'm at work, everybody is vibe coding. I don't think anybody writes code anymore at work. Everybody just sends AI on it and then sends it to review whatever AI wrote. And then even the reviewers, man, the reviewers don't even review anymore. They just click the AI review and then copy those comments onto the review, man. That's what work has become. But yeah, I'm gonna be vibe coding pretty soon. All right, triangle. Here we go. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but who cares? Everybody's doing it. Everybody's vibe coding. Alright, here's what I'm doing. I'm iterating. I'm starting from the first row, the index 1 row, which is the second row. And I'm looking up and up -1. So I'll call it up. What is it? In DP, wait, up is I-1. Oh, wait. So this is I should use R, man, because these are like rows, yeah? And then I gotta iterate over all the columns in that row. And then something like this. And then, so row -1 would be up. Directly up would be the same column, and then up to the left, C-1. And then I take the minimum of those two, and I add it to the current. Is that how it works? Should I just plus equal that right there? I think this is how we're gonna solve it, man. Shandu16, how you doing? What a year. Joma is back too? Is he? I don't really keep up that much, but I used to watch some Joma videos way back in the day. If I had to say, man, I'd say Joma and Tech Lead are probably some of the biggest reasons why I downloaded Team Blind. And then Team Blind is what convinced me that I could get a job at Fang, you know, just by doing LeetCode. This was way back before I ever did any LeetCode problems. I didn't even know what a binary tree was, you know what I'm saying? What was he doing before? Who, Jomo? Who knows? Who knows what he's doing? Maybe, I think he's trying to become a filmmaker or something. Started with Team Blind, now you're leaving Fang. Yeah, the dream, alright, let me tell you. The dream was never about working at Fang forever, man. I think the dream was more about just curiosity. Also, maybe just seeing if I could do it. And also stacking up some money in the beginning. But once I have a little bit of money, I'm out of there, man. I'm gonna try and turn that money into more money or something, you know? Like, when I think of the perfect life for me, I don't think about being at a Fang company for 35 years or 25 years Or not even like jumping around from different fangs for 25 years. That's not my vision of like the life I want to live. But I don't mind working at Fang for a few years to see what it's all about and then going on from there. Do you think you can pass Google interview today? Bricky, if you mean like right now, I don't think so. I don't think I'll pass it. But if he gave me a few weeks to prep, I think I could. It was getting that bag to set yourself up for what's next. That's what I'm saying, software tools. That was the plan all along. Vibe coding startup that earns while you're asleep? No, man. I don't know. I have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but I'm not ready to announce everything. Just know what's the new plan. I just talked about it, but I'll talk about it again real quick. What do you want to do after leaving Google? Yeah. I want to do my own thing. I was saying earlier, like, I'm going to give myself 2 years. Maybe 3. If 2 years with the option to extend for an additional year if things are going well. So up to 3 years, I'm willing to work hard and be focused and consistent and just work on whatever I want to work on. But I'm not trying to waste time. I'm not trying to like sit down and play FIFA and stuff like that, man. I'm trying to like work during working hours, get things done, be productive. I might even do a lot of co-working streams and stuff. So you could tell mama you don't gotta worry about me no more. I told my mama that at least 2 times in my life already. I told her that when I first learned how to program and I started doing shady things on the internet with programming a long time ago. I told her you don't have to worry about me no more. And then I told her that when I got into Google. Milky quit Twitch yesterday, dang. I didn't know that. Are you streaming 40 hours a week? Undecided yet, smart coder. The one thing that I can say for sure is at least Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays will always be like this regular stream time that I've always been doing. It will be reserved for algorithms, you know. I can make that promise. So I won't change the main streams that you guys come to know. This is prime time algorithm training time. Whether it's me training algorithms or me doing something with algorithms, I think this is always going to be that. But I'll probably stream other times doing other things. Do you still play Hearthstone? Yeah, I do. I play like 1 or 2 games a day. Were you senior or staff level? Neither. I was just a lowly L4 mid-level. Better keep contest skills sharp? I don't know about that, man. Going back to LeetCode, I'll be training LeetCode lightly. It's not my main focus, but it is important to me to keep going. Are you playing Path of Exile 2 anymore? Nah. I was playing it a couple weeks ago, but I guess I got bored, man. I think I'm bored of playing video games. That's what I've been doing a lot for the last 2 months, is like playing a lot of video games. I'm tired of them all now. Time to be productive. A little bit productive. I'm not trying to actually be productive until next January, until January 2026. Because I still have a lot of things going on. I gotta move somewhere that I haven't said. Set up my new life in wherever I'm moving to. Get settled in, you know, that type of stuff. Set up the new studio and office and all that. It's crazy how boring games get. Yeah, I think We're just old, Q, and I think we played too many games and all the games are similar. What's been going on with y'all, man? Real Raymond Jones, how's work been going for you? Smart Coder, how's the bay? Q, what's poppin'? Everyone doing contests still? I haven't even been on Twitch, really. Every now and then I pop in. Have an interview with LinkedIn for mid-level next week. Very good. Is LinkedIn still bumping? Like, LinkedIn used to be one of the top paying companies in, I don't know, 2019 or something like that, man. I don't know if it's still bumping like that. Full-time kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Way more fun working on my business, but that doesn't give money. Microservices are just annoying. Approvals, slow work. That's what I'm saying, man. It's so boring. I feel... Alright, here's what I think. 80% of people at big corporate software engineering jobs aren't doing shit, man. Just chilling. I mean, maybe like 10 hours a week. That's what it feels like. Or like superficial work. And maybe a small few people are like really grinding there. But man, I think most people are chilling. I'm still doing LeetCode contests. I suck at them now. Pretty bad. Dang, me too. Don't worry. I'm also studying OS on my own. Going through 3 easy peasy books. OS? What do you mean OS? Operating systems? I have to stick with it for at least 3 years. Stick with what? Stick with the job that you have right now? At the place you're at right now? Real Raymond Jones? Or just stick with software engineering in general? They're owned by Microsoft. LinkedIn? Yeah, I think so. Hope it goes well, yeah. For interview, right? Alright. Let's try and solve it. And then, wait, is this gonna even work, man? So I make a copy of the triangle. And then I change the things. And I guess we can say if we're in the last row, then, so like if the row is the last one, then we should probably remember the best answer. Alright, my first LeetCode problem in 3 months. Is it gonna pass? Should I make a bet? Nah, I'm not ready to do all that bet stuff yet. But I'll submit without running. I wasn't expecting it to pass. I just, for sure. Alright, I know where it's going wrong. Do I? Yeah, right here. C -1 and C 0. That could go out of range. So how do I fix that? Can these numbers be negative? They can be negative. So I don't know if that matters for me. I'll say up left is 0. And then I'll check, like, is there something? So if, like, C is greater than 0, then we can do this. Will that fix the problems I was having? We'll see. Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because who knows, man? Because I'm rusty, that's what. Fix it with Claude Max? Yeah, right. I'm gonna stick with full-time Sui for 3 years. I likely try to switch to Fang in January. Dang, so that means you're about to get back on the grind, huh? If you haven't already been grinding. Hey, how the hell is this messing up, man? DP R-1. That's chill, right? And C. Oh, I see. Because it go, yeah, I see why. So this one, we should probably just go to calls -1. But it ain't right. That's crazy talk. It feels like feels crazy. All right, we got a debug. Kettle Bear, what's happened? Welcome to the party. We got a debug here. Can I debug with my eyes, or do I need to do some see outs? Let's see if these old rusted eyes can spot anything. How are we all doing this fine evening? Man, not doing great on LeetCode, but otherwise everything's good. So this is how many rows I got. We go from row 1. So how many columns in that row? How many cells? We want, all right, let me put this up here for me to see what's up. All right, so we're coming in here and all right, column, let me put some columns. Column 0, and we go row -1 and 0. Yes, that number exists. Oh, snap. Maybe I have to be like this, because this could go out of bounds too. All right, let's see. Need more chai. How are you doing? How have I been? I've been all right. But I don't know what the hell my algorithm's doing, so I'm just gonna print stuff, man. I don't even remember how to print. Is it like this? Leet Whale, how are you doing? How are you doing? This is embarrassing for me, man. Everybody's here. Can't even type C++ anymore. Good to hear. I forget, do you go on a trip or something? Yeah, I did a lot. I went on a trip, I took a little break, and I just played a lot of video games. That's where I've been. Look at that, it's not even updating, man. How is that? It's not updating it. Why? Oh, because, come on, man. Okay, now when we have a negative number, it doesn't work because... Oh, I see, I see. I think I see. Alright, I'm just gonna do it a silly way. dp.back. Can I do it like this? Sounds giga chill. Yeah, it was a good time. All right, here we go. Finally, man, my first LeetCode in many months. How many days? 3 months, man. All right, what should I do now? I missed a whole lot of contests. Should I try and take a contest to see how much I suck? I don't even know if I'm ready for a contest. I think I'm just gonna get my ass kicked real bad. Vibe coding? Nah, I'm not I'm not gonna be vibe coding until I'm set up in my new studio. Because I don't wanna get sucked into a project that I don't have time to finish. Because alright, I gotta go again in like 10 days. I'm going again. So I'll be streaming this weekend. I'll be streaming next Monday. I'll be streaming next week. And then next Sunday I'm out of here, man, for another week. So I'll just do LeetCode like the good old times until then. Alright, I'm gonna take a contest that I missed. Maybe I'll just take the most recent one and work my way back. Dang, what the hell is this? This is the first contest I've seen with a banner. Oh, a sponsored contest. Alright, I'll try this one. Weekly contest 468. You guys ready? Or should I take a little break before I start? My LeetCode endurance is really low right now. My streaming endurance is not that good either. Like, I just peeked over at how long I've been streaming and it says 47 minutes. It feels like 2 hours already, man. It's only been 47 minutes. Do it in Python. You're right. I don't even know Python. Hey, did they change a font? They changed the font on LeetCode, man. What kind of bootleg font is this? Alright, here we go. Bitwise OR of even numbers in an array. You are given an integer array nums. Return the bitwise OR of all even numbers in the array. Is that how you do it? 6024. 6024. Should I send it? Yeah. Alright, Q1 still the same. Easy work. Let's see what else they got for me. Q2, maximum total subarray value, part 1. You're given an integer array nums of length n and an integer k. You need to choose exactly k non-empty subarrays of num. Subarrays may overlap and the exact same subarray can be chosen more than once. The value of a subarray is defined as the maximum minus the minimum. The total value is the sum of values of all chosen subarrays. Return the maximum possible total value you can achieve. I don't know what they're asking really. But anytime I look at examples, it clears itself up. So they give us these numbers, k equals 2. What is k? We need to choose exactly k non-empty subarrays. And the same thing, alright, since I say you can choose the same subarray twice, we should just find the best subarray and multiply that by k. That's what it seems like it's bubbling up to. Alright, so the value of a subarray is the maximum minus the minimum. How do you do that? So basically we just want to find the min and max and multiply it by k or something like that. Let me think. Alright, like this one, I guess you can 4. Oh wait, let me look at 50,000 up to 1 billion, and k is 100,000. What does that mean for us? Is it just the min and the max times k? Can I think of a case where that might not be true? I don't think I can. So I'm gonna try it. How do you do that min-max thing again? Okay, is there a min-max? Let me not get too fancy, man. Oh, and it's long. So I gotta take max minus min times k. I feel like this should work, but I'm psyching myself out. But whatever. Too easy. What's next? Split and merge array transformation. Jeez. You're given two integer arrays, nums1 and nums2, each of length n. You may perform the following split and merge operation on nums1 any number of times. Choose a subarray. Remove that subarray, leaving the prefix empty if L equals 0 and the suffix empty if... Wait, what? Oh, remove that subarray, leaving the prefix and the suffix. Reinsert the removed subarray in its original order at any position in the remaining array. Return the minimum number of split and merged operations needed to transform nums1 into nums2. Come on, man. I can't do this. No way. This sounds hard, but we'll see. Q1, Q2, easy work. This problem should be, oh, Q2? Yeah, maybe. Is the culture at Google changing with everyone vibe coding? I guess so. In some ways, you could say it is. The way you know, like everybody's flows are a lot different. Like a year ago, nobody was vibe coding. Nobody had, the only AI assisted coding we were doing was autocomplete tabbing or whatever, you know. But these days, everyone is either talking with Gemini CLI or using some other like cursor like AI assistants. It's not cursor. It's like internal stuff. And even reviewing, like when you add somebody to review your changes, there's a button to click that says AI review as the reviewer, so you don't even have to like do anything. So I think it's affecting, is that the culture, the technical culture a bit? Yeah, still has his mojo. Nah, wait, all right, you say I can do this, Elite Whale? All right, let me think about it a little bit more. Minimum number of operations. So clear, dang, look at the numbers. Am I just like brute forcing this or something? Must be some type of backtrack, you know? Do you think AI is going to make people lose their ability to do real problem solving without the help of AI? I don't know, man. I don't really think about that stuff. Brian Hernandez Mora. What's happening? Welcome to the party. First chatter from YouTube. Welcome. I think AI is going to make people gain the ability to solve a lot more problems with the help of AI than they could without. I feel like the more people use the AI crutch, the more they forget important things. I don't know if I agree with this fully. What are the important things? Are the important things all the things that the AI does for us? Or is like the design? I don't know. I think the AI might be able to like, we can offload all the things that take up mental space, but they aren't necessarily super important. Maybe like you could say how accountants just use calculators and stuff. The important things isn't doing the math by hand, right? It's like balancing the checkbooks or whatever accountants do. I don't know what they do. I don't really know what I'm talking about, Q. But whatever my opinions are, they're just random, because who knows in the future what's gonna happen. I would say things like low-end infra and stuff. Low-end infra? What do you mean by that? Alright, let me think about this. Less than 6 numbers, so the minimum number of moves. So like, nah, I don't know if I can solve this problem. This one is too hard for me right now. This one. Alright, we're trying to have these two numbers equal. So we move this to there. The answer is 1. This one, it's 3. Kent Bear says, the problem with the calculator analogy is that the accountant or whoever still has to know what formula to plug in. The calculator doesn't tell it. Yeah, but we still have to know what to prompt the AI. Like, we can't just say, AI, solve all my problems. You have to give it the more detailed the prompt, the better the results. So you still have to know what formula to plug in some ways, you know, at least now. And then in the future, if you don't even need to do all that and you can just say fix all my problems and the AI just does it, that would be insane, first of all. But then maybe it would free up your brain to go think about other things. Who knows, man? Who knows? You notice the important part with the constraints. Yes, the constraints are really, really tiny, but I still think it's tough to realize like how to manipulate or like how to implement a brute force solution here. Like, is it like a take it or leave it? You know, like, and then how do you reinsert the part that you took out? And where do you reinsert, you know? You just try to reinsert the part in every way. Do I actually manipulate the arrays or the vectors? Or is there some other way that you can do this without manipulating the vectors? And the vectors being so small, does it even matter that we just manipulate them directly? Maybe. Let me think some more before I give up. Then we forget how we got to where we are, and eventually only AI knows how things work. Yeah, and then the AI is gonna send an elite robot back in the past to eliminate the leader of the human resistance. I've seen that before, man. That's what's gonna happen. I just watched Terminator. I watched the original Terminator. I've never seen it, like Terminator 1. And then I watched Terminator 2, and I couldn't believe how much Terminator 2 referenced Terminator 1, man. I can't believe I never watched the original. But I've seen Terminator 2 at least 100 times when I was like 10 years old. And I couldn't believe that my mom used to just let me watch that movie non-stop when I was so young. I was probably like 7, 8, 9, 10, just watching Top Gun and Terminator. It's kind of scary, that movie. Anyways. And then I watched Terminator 3, which I thought was a lot weaker than Terminator 1 and 2. And next, I'm gonna watch whatever is after Terminator 3. There were a lot of violent movies that kids watched in the 80s? Yeah, apparently. Is that normal these days? Alright, all you people out there who grew up, or all you Gen Zers, did y'all watch a lot of violent movies when you're like 10 and under? Like rated R movies? Or is that something that didn't happen? Because I feel when I was growing up, I'm a millennial. I grew up in the 90s. I was just watching whatever I wanted on TV, man. My mom didn't care. Nobody cared. Everybody was watching that stuff. Anyways, split and merge. I give up, man. I absolutely give up. Wait, I didn't even look at example 2. Maybe I can figure out some type of pattern. Do I have to like match? So if I matched how many subarrays are equal to each other, we'd see this subarray, that's 1. And then that's it. 1, 2, so if I move this, put it, all right. Zoo God, how are you doing? Just trying to figure this out. Long time no see. Yeah, I've been away for a little bit, but now I'm here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this answer is 3, because they say we can remove this whole thing, and 3, 4. That's a crazy move, man. Like, who would have thought about that? And then 4, 1, 1. That is a crazy move too. You put that there. How do they do that, man? That's an insane move. How's everything been? Everything's been great. I got like 6 weeks left at my job, and then I'm gonna be a free agent. I can't wait. Honestly, I think we had the best time period for growing up for media. What? Maybe. All right. I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. Remove the 1. Maybe there's like more than one way to solve this. I wonder. You're right to think about brute force. There are only 6 factorial possible arrangements. Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to implement the brute force, you know? But I can see it's probably something along those lines. So you're saying if we have every single... Oh, wait. If we had every single arrangement, all right. Now I'm thinking of like trying to map out everything in some ways, and then doing like a graph traversal from the start to the end. But I don't even know how. That sounds a little crazy to me. It's like you have to, you know, from this starting point, what are all the possible permutations that we can build from this starting point with just one move? But I don't even know how to do that, man. You're on the right track. Bet Simp in the house. What's happened? The chosen one, he came back on the eve that Pat's Hello World was banned for looking at OnlyFans on stream? What the hell? Wait, what? Pat's banned? I knew that. If I didn't know it was for looking at OnlyFans. Dang. I peeped in Pat's Discord and I saw everyone saying, I saw that screenshot, Pat banned. Is that true though? Is looking at OnlyFans? Come on, Pat. Hey, how's everything going, BetSimp? Hope it's going well. Worst part is he's visiting girlfriend right now. Dang, man. What is Pat doing? Looking at OnlyFans on stream? It's gone too far. She bang 24/7. What's happened? I haven't hopped into one of your streams in a minute. Yeah, neither me, man. This is my first stream in like 3 months. Have you come back more enlightened? Enlightened about what? Am I more enlightened? I'm well rested, that's for sure. Think about this problem though, man. Alright. All permutations. How do I know that I can go from this to this in one move? I don't know how I know I can do that. JCAS19. What's happened? I mean, Pat was only giving a lecture on the human anatomy. Come on, man. Just took a break? Yeah, I took a little break. A 3-month little break. But I'm back. And I gotta take a break again soon. So this is like a temporary, just checking in to make sure everybody knows I'm still alive. And I still plan to stream. But I got things going on right now. Were you in Japan? No. I canceled my Japan trip this summer, man. And I'm going next summer instead. Even though I haven't bought my tickets for next summer. Full-time streamer? Maybe. But I don't know if you should say full-time streamer. Maybe full-time doing whatever I want to do, you know. It might be streaming, it might not be. But I'll stream, I said this earlier, I will be streaming my regular Monday, Wednesday, Saturday LeetCode stuff. Full-time layabout, Icy Black Deep. How you doing, man? Full-time doing whatever I want to do, man. But I have a goal in mind. I do want to stream more, but I don't want to say I'm going to be a full-time streamer. But it's likely. Like a hobo. Who's a hobo? Doing their own thing? Alright. So Leet Whale is saying generate every single permutation. Which I don't really know how to generate permutations. And then we gotta figure out how. Oh lordy. Smart coder wants to type race. Just living your life, riding the rails, eating from cans. Eating from cans, what's wrong with that? Just need a bindle and a stick? Is that what they call it? I only seen those in cartoons, a bindle. Alright, type racer, real quick. Let me sign in. It's been a long time. I gotta send the Discord the type racer link. Here we go. The first type racer in a long time. This is long. Oh geez. It's not that long, man. Alright. This is just the warm-up. First race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Dang, smart coder with the 101. Easy money, man. Q Ultimus, also 101. Icy Black Deep. 75. Not bad. Should I make this a little bit bigger? Then you can't see my keyboard. Alright, let's go with this. Alright, here we go. Championship round, man. Here's the link if you missed it. You guys ready? Oh, man. I'm trying to get triple digits. $97. Dang, who's this guest with a 106? Take a screenshot of that if you want your name to go on the Type Racer leaderboards, man. Spoopdy. Dang, 106. You gotta take that screenshot right now, man. What's happening, Spoopdy? Have you ever been a Type Racer champ? Let's see. That's crazy. That's how do I even see? I didn't have time to log in because I just came in. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, post in the Discord. That's cool. Oh, you are a Type Racer champ. 2024, June 16th. You got 101. A counterclaim. Icy Black Deep, man. Your name was up there. Come on now. Alright, Spoopdy has provided the evidence. You guys want to see it? You don't believe me? It's right here. Look at that. Spoopdy. Guest 106. Alright, how do I do this again? Add champ. Yeah. Spoopdy with a 106. I gotta work on my website too. Dang, look at that Type racer champ Spoopdy. 2-time champ. Very good. Congrats. Alright, back to LeetCode, I guess. Or back to being stuck on this problem. Alright, how can I know that by removing one thing, I'm able to go there? Maybe alright, I'm thinking of some type of subarray. If you can create 2 subarrays, or not subarrays, subsequences. It's like 3, 4, 5. That's what we're really looking for, and we see it there. And then 1, 1, 2. So if we're able to make, I don't know, man. I think I should give up. I'm not ready for this type of problem yet. So we're looking. I'm not even gonna try Q4. No way. All right. How did people do Q3? Where's the answers at? Where's the discuss? BFS. All right, LeetWhale, but how do you BFS? Like, this is your start, right? How do I BFS it? Michael PC Gamer, welcome to the party. Have you been vibe coding? No, I haven't been doing anything, man. At least nothing tech related. I've been playing video games, I've been traveling, and I've been chilling. So, not vibe coding, not programming, not doing none of that stuff. Like over the months, yeah, for 3 months I've just been doing nothing. That's what I've been doing. I'm getting ready for leaving Google. And I'm leaving Google on November 16th. That will be my last day. Hades 2 official launch tomorrow. Dang. Who's playing Hades 2? I played Hades 1. That's one of the only games I've ever beaten. I think I've played a lot of games, but I always quit before I beat the games. But I beat Hades 2. I've been considering learning Cloud Code. You should, man. But there's Cloud Code, there's Gemini CLI, and I don't know what else is out there. But you should definitely look into it. Getting ready to leave by phoning it in? What you talking about, man? You say November 2nd, last day. November 16th will be my last day on payroll. I volunteered to get laid off, and I got accepted. And they say my last day on payroll, November 16th. And then I get 17 weeks of severance. And then I get paid out for my 4 weeks of vacation that I have saved up. And it's gonna be alright, you know. Can't wait. Stock up on all the food and run. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Every day I go into the office, I get like 2 boxes of food to go, man. And I feed everybody with that. But I'm gonna miss it. But I'm also not gonna miss it. The food. I think the food is a nice perk and it saves money, but it also makes me so lazy, and then I don't eat how I should eat. I eat all the junk, you know? And it messes with you, because why would you cook when you can just go to work and get food for free and bring it home? So you don't even try and cook. you know. But maybe if I had like no free food, I would just cook and meal prep and stuff. The reason I don't meal prep right now, it's like, why? I get it for free. But if I, you know, and then on the weekends, like, man, it's only a couple days. I'm just buy food on the weekends instead of cooking. But since I'm leaving, I'm gonna have no food, no free food. I'm also gonna have no paycheck. So that means for sure I should probably cook. Zoji Rushi gathering dust. We still use the rice cooker, man. That's probably the most used appliance we got. McDonald's hooking us up with $6 value menu. Yeah, I can't do that anymore, man. I'm getting old. Can't be eating fast food every meal. Alright, Leet Whale has the answer for me. He says, you initialize a queue with nums1 as an element, pop from queue and create all of the different ways you can do a shift and merge operation on the current vector and add the arrangements that haven't been seen to the queue. Yes. Alright, let me think about that. This is where I'm not sure. Like, how do I do the split and merge operation for everything? I guess that is the part. All right, let's just code up the queue stuff and then we'll focus on the split merge thing. So tell me, should I have a queue like that? Can I do that? I don't even know my syntax. And then I need some type of scene. How do I guess I can use a set of my scene. And then now how do you do this? I guess while there's something in our queue, I do Chipotle a lot. One huge bowl fills me up all day, then have a snack. Man, every time I eat Chipotle, I gotta use the bathroom real bad. I haven't eaten Chipotle in a long time. Of course, we're too old for McDonald's when I'm laying on the floor in pain. I know what I did. Man, McDonald's alright though. I like Burger King. I like McDonald's. I like fast food, but I try not to eat too much. But I eat a lot, you know. I eat a lot of fast food. Alright, so this is our queue. We do some junk, whatever, right? And then we got a pop. If I want to go to the bathroom on command, I just order a Taco Bell or Subway. Nah, Taco Bell is alright for me, man. Subway, I don't know about Subway. Probably the fiber from the beans. Oh, hey, maybe you're alright. It's probably the bean fiber. It's like what we have to eat every day. Being a human is a scam. Eating every day? What you talking about? Eating every day is nice. What you have to eat today? I had a turkey burger and chicken parmesan and baked ziti. That's what I had for lunch from Google, from work. All right. So this is where I pop the current thing, and I guess we say if this is equal to nums2, then we're done, right? Wait, did you just expose where you work? Yeah, it's... I wouldn't say exposed. I've been talking about it for years. But I'm also leaving Google. I only have a few more weeks before I no longer work there. I'm very excited for that, by the way. Alright, so... Wait. Get an IV, no more eating? Who said that? Ice Black Deep. Is that possible? Can I do that, man? Is it exactly 4 years? No. My start date was like December, I don't know, 10th or something. So when I leave, it will be November 16. So it's not exactly 4 years. It's gonna be 3 years and 11 months. IVs are for nutrients, so you technically could. Technically, it's possible, probably not pleasant. Are you not missing out on the RSUs? I mean, I'm missing out on my paychecks too. What are you talking about? Oh, like you think our RSUs vest yearly, but they vest monthly. Or I guess it depends on how many you have unvested. But most people, probably everybody gets monthly vested RSUs. But I am missing out on November because our RSUs vest on the 25th of every month. So, yeah. I'm getting my RSUs until November 16th. And then that's when I'm no longer on payroll. But then I get paid out my severance, which doesn't include RSUs. It only includes my salary, my base salary. Grab me a bunch of Google merch from the store before you go. Man, do you want some stuff? You can just buy stuff too. I don't even know. Is it store.google? Who knows what the merch store is? This is not the merch store. Let me see what they got. Should I buy anything? No way, man. I feel like a sucker if I'm buying my own company's merch, man. They should be giving it for free. Didn't you see my tech collection mugs? Yeah, I seen it, man. Postman. I don't know anything about that Postman. I have some Google swag, but nothing. I don't have anything that says that Google across my shirt or nothing like that, man. It's all my swag is like some internal team name with maybe the Google colors, but it doesn't straight up say Google on anything. Like this shirt. I don't have any. I don't want anything like that either, man. What about the beanie? Nah, I don't want any logos on me from any big tech company like that. But I'd take like a dinosaur. I think the dinosaur is alright. Bicycle is alright too. But I'm not paying for it, you know. What do you plan for after Google? I plan to just do my own thing for 2 years. That's my plan. I plan to work the same as I would if I was working at Google, but just work on things I want to work on. So that means roughly 8 hours a day. I'm going to try and do I had a bicycle t-shirt. Yeah, nice. What happened to it? I'm going to do something similar to what I did when I first started to stream, where I was like training for my Google interview. I'm going to be doing that type of stuff where almost every day I'll be focusing on working towards some goal, maybe twice a day, do one session in the morning, one session in the afternoon, maybe even 3 sessions a day. I don't know yet. And then I want to do that for 2 years to see where it will lead to. And because after 2 years, that's when I'll probably start running out of money. Does the goal involve a Peloton? No, it doesn't. The goal is nothing about health. It's all about building something. Bro got those juicy connections from Google. Easy. I think so. I think I've made some lifelong friends at Google. I liked all of my, well, I shouldn't say all. I liked a lot of my coworkers, man. I'd say everyone on my team, I enjoyed their company. Will you join Big Tech after 2 years? Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. So no hiking in the Catskills? What are you talking about? Catskills? What's that? Oh, should I go out there? Dang, look at that. When do I have to go to see those colors, man? Catskill Mountains. Gotta check it out. So maybe hiking in the Catskills? Yeah, maybe. I have to check the fall colors calendar or something. IRL stream Catskill? I don't even know if I can IRL stream, man. I love mountain hikes. I wouldn't say I love it, man, but I'd be willing to do it like every now and then, you know. I lived in the Bay for like 2 or 3 years, and I've been hiking 1 time, maybe twice. Why does this happen to every person who joins Big Tech? Just chatting stream? What? How about GovCon? What is that? Baba Boof, what's happening? Wait, why does this happen to every person who joins Big Tech? What are you talking about? Are you talking about leaving Big Tech to go do something else? I'll tell you why, man. At least I'll tell you why I think it happens. I think a lot of people who target Big Tech company are generally like overachievers in their life. They've always done well at whatever they do, and they put a lot of effort into whatever they do, right? And then they work so hard and they get into Big Tech. And then maybe the first few years are really exciting because, you know, they worked a big portion of their life to get to that point. And the pay is insane for a job that's so chill. The perks are also insane. And it's really, really nice for a few years. But after you get used to those things, you get used to the money, you get used to everything, and maybe you start to build up your own money. So now you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you have some money in the bank, and you could probably go for years without working. And once you hit that point, I think, once you hit that point where you have enough money where you don't have to work for a few years, then I think people start to like change how they feel about working or something. It's like you have all this money to do whatever you want. Why wouldn't you try and do it? Or, you know, and all these overachievers who work so hard to get into Big Tech, and they find out it's boring, it's slow. You wait around trying to wait for people to approve your design, or you try and get everybody on board on your idea, and it takes months to implement something that should take a couple days. I think that's what drives a lot of people away from Big Tech, even though the money is so insanely good for the amount of work that you do. So, you know, you can only be bored for so long before you want to do something. and it's not about the money anymore, man. That's how I'm feeling. When you win the rat race, you can't stop running. Steel Toad, what's happened? What does that mean? Who won the rat race? Who's running? Simon's portfolio is 5 mil easy. You're right. It's actually nowhere close to that, man. I'm not rich. I think if some of you knew how much money I had and what I'm doing, you guys would shit your pants, man. Because you guys have low tolerance for risk, but I got high tolerance for risk. So here I am, rolling some dice. API contract discussion between 3 different microservices. This happens a lot at Walmart. End-to-end testing over several days between microservices for a feature. Several days? What? Man. Discussions last for several months at Google, man. It's crazy how long things get blocked for. Why not invest the money? Who says anything about not investing money? Told you not to do it? Told us to do what? Fair text, what's happened? Alright, wait, we're trying to solve this problem, but also chat to the chat. Muhammad Salim from YouTube is asking, hey, do you read YouTube comments? Not usually, because no one really comments on YouTube, but you got lucky because I just glanced over there and I saw your message. But yeah, I try to read YouTube comments, man. Man once said this raggy right here is 900 million richer than me. Talking about risk tolerance? What are you talking about? Alright, enough joking around, man. I gotta focus for at least a couple minutes on how are we going to go from this vector to every other vector that we can create. Oh, Numbers is in the house. Hey, Numbers, long time no see. You must be like, I don't even know how long you've been in university now, man. But hope you're doing well. I got updates for you, Numbers. I'm leaving Google in a bit. And I'm moving somewhere. And I'm not going to be looking for a job. I'm going to be just working on my own stuff for 2 years. Maybe by the time I run out of money, you'll be graduating university, Numbers. And then we can both go look for a job together. Wait, not a lot of dudes are doing it like you in the vertical IRL cam game? Fair text, what are you talking about? Vertical IRL cam? It ain't vertical, man. It's regular. I just cropped it. What inspiration did you get from Google in terms of ideas? In terms of ideas, I think Google has taught me a lot about organization, how to keep myself organized, how to like make sure I'm always on task. I've never really used a calendar before Google, and at Google I use a calendar, but not that great. But I think it's very important to organize yourself if you want to accomplish something. So my biggest takeaway from Google is probably like organization, if I had to say. I guess some technical stuff here and there that I learned along the ways, but I think the real takeaway for me is just how like such a big company makes everybody work and get things done at a slow rate, you know. Cropped it to appear vertical. Yeah, that's what I did. I don't know if that's what you're asking about Google. I have one Google stock. I will slowly learn how to be organized. Yeah. Do you think all the workers are hardworking at Google? I think most of the workers at Google have it in them to be super hardworking and focused. But maybe they've lost that skill, or that skill diminishes the longer they stay at Google. I think a lot of them can be cracked, but choose not to be. That's what I think about Google engineers, man. They're super smart, but they really enjoy their work-life balance, man. That's what I think. Oh, wait. Sorry, YouTube comment. If I want to start LeetCode, what should be my roadmap? Please give me a brief. Man, I don't really have a roadmap for you, but I have a bunch of topics that you should probably check out. I think you should start with data structures before you try and learn algorithms. Once you get familiar with data structures like queues, hash maps, and whatever else, arrays and shit, then maybe look at some more simple algorithms like binary search, two-pointer, sliding window, stuff like that. Then maybe tackle tree problems. I don't know. I'd say the roadmap is just show up every day and practice, man. That's what I think. Work is chill until it isn't. Yeah. But it's mostly chill. There are some times it wasn't chill. Over my 4 years, there's like a couple times I had to work really hard. I wouldn't even say really hard. There are a couple times where I had to work somewhat hard. But I've never worked like to 100% capacity at Google. And I think I want to do that, man. And I can't wait. I can't wait to give something like everything I got, because I have not been doing that at Google, because it's ever worked 996. Not at Google. Alright, I'd say the absolute most I've ever worked in terms of hours at Google, maybe like 50 hours 1 week. 1 or 2 weeks in 4 years. But man, everybody tells you don't work hard. Or they say don't work outside of business hours and stuff like that. It's bad for team morale and things, you know. Why do you think you haven't worked at 100% at Google? I just feel like you do all that work. Alright. I think everybody has a finite amount of gas in their tank. Like how much work they can produce. I think people run out of gas at some point. And I think my gas tank is running low, man. So with the little bit of gas I got left in my tank, I don't want to give it to Google. I don't want to give Google all my gas. I want to save my gas for me, you know? So I think that has a lot to do with why I don't push it to 100% at Google. Another reason is I feel like the rewards that you get for going 100%, it's not worth it. Yeah, I guess you get faster promo. It is possible to rise up through the ranks. But I think rising up through the ranks really fast is more than just how hard you work. You also have to get a little bit lucky with the work that your org is doing and how important it is to like the big picture. And I don't know, I just didn't want to hit the gas hard and then not be rewarded how I think I should be, you know? So you think your gas tank is finite and won't refill? Yes, in some ways. I think, all right, I think I have about 2 or 3 more great works left in my life. Like things that I work on intensively and produce. Like I put everything into it and I get, you know, just give it my all. Maybe 3 more times in my life I'm able to do that. I don't want to give one of them up to Google, man. I don't want to like give everything I got to Google and then I just get like 1 promo. And then when you get promoted, it's not even a big change in pay, because you get promoted, your base salary goes up immediately, probably $30,000 a year. After taxes, it's like a $15,000 increase, right? And then you gotta wait a whole year to get more RSUs, but you only get a little bit of RSUs at your new level that you got promoted at. So it takes like 4 years for you to get, like if I went from L4 to L5, it's gonna take like 4 years to get true L5 money. Or if you got like an external offer for L5, you get that true L5 money right from the beginning. So I feel like working hard to get the promo, I'm not trying to do that, man. I'd rather save all that effort and all that energy and pour it into something that I can call like mine. Like I want to build something. That's my philosophies, but maybe it's not the best one. Oh, little Freezy in the house. How you doing? And everybody, what's up? Temsu IKR. How you doing from YouTube? Welcome. Wait, that makes sense. I've been given a lot at work lately and I feel like I'm not really getting the recognition I deserve. It really sucks and makes me want to quit. That's why I don't do it, man. I don't want to feel disgruntled. So I rather the company feel disgruntled about what they expected from me and they didn't get, than me giving too much and not getting like what I think back in return. Thoughts on Robinhood and other startup type companies? I'm getting back into recruiting. Disaster warning 45. What's happening? Working at Robinhood? I don't know much about Robinhood's culture. Yeah. I think a startup could be exciting if that's what you're wanting. Motivation depends on team, manager, and project. Wait, free lunches and dinners? That's not enough to motivate me. You're gonna start your own business or product? I'm gonna try. BinanceSearch.io 2.0. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Wait, rather resign and go in as L5? Wait, bet simp, what's happening? In some ways, getting promoted at FANG means you have been getting wage scammed for the entire cycle. That's how I feel, man. Yeah, I just finished an internship where I worked 9:30 to 5 every day. Dang, they're working you hard numbers. But that might be good, depending on where it is and how you feel about the work. I think the most important thing for an internship is to learn as much as possible. You know, maybe make some connections as well. Which office? I'm in New York. I was in Sunnyvale for about 2 years and then in New York. Post-interview anxiety is killing me, taking too much time for the reply. The chosen one, 1080. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you about that, man. Try and just chill, go do something, or keep on grinding. Don't stop grinding until you get that offer. That means practice more, prep more for a next interview, apply more if you don't have anything else in the pipeline. Well, I thought 935 was absurdly low numbers because trading firm. Yeah, I don't have any trading firm experience, but maybe like BetSimp can tell you how many hours he works. For me, if one of my coworkers told me they work 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, like focused during that whole time, they must be like some senior person in charge of a lot of things, or I don't think many people are working like this at Google, man. If I had to guess, I'd say the average person is about doing like 25 hours a week or less. Isn't numbers at G? Apparently not. Was Google your first job out of college? No, Google was my first big company after about almost 10 years of doing nonsense. Shaddy, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. I applied to 150 jobs in a day. That's a good rate. You should do that every day. At least, I'd say if you're really hungry for a job, you should be doing this every single day, man. It doesn't take that long to crank out 100 job applications these days with all the tooling available. Does anyone know about DevOps? Certainly not me, but maybe someone here does. Wait, nonsense as in you didn't like the work until now? Wait, what did I say? What did I say about nonsense? I say a lot of nonsense. I don't like the work I do at work anymore. I used to be excited about it, but now it's just boring, man. I don't have the energy to apply to more than like 10 jobs. Yeah. But if you have a resume like numbers, you know, elite person, I'd say, yeah, you want to be more selective. But if you're trying to break in and you don't have a job, and you're just trying to get your first job, I'd say you gotta crank out crazy numbers. Or if your resume isn't, you know, like super high caliber, elite, you know, Ivy League schools and all that stuff. If you're just a regular Joe Schmo, you gotta hit hundreds of applications. Is 25 hours just because Google moves slower? People intentionally work at that rate? No, I think Google just moves slow, man. Most people don't try and fight it. Like, I think in the beginning, a lot of nooglers are excited to work a lot, work really hard and do everything. But as time goes on, man, you realize, what's the point? Everyone takes forever to do anything anyways. And then you just kind of naturally slow your pace because there's like almost no incentive to work crazy hard like that. I mean, some people do it and they get promoted like every year, but that's really rare to like get promoted that much that fast. You said 10 years of nonsense. Oh yeah. 10 years of nonsense, meaning I was freelancing for a long time. I have a little about me here, because if you want to track my, well, I guess my timeline only goes up till 4 years ago. But I was doing freelance for like 6-7 years before I joined Google. Which is better, programming or DevOps, in terms of job opportunities and salaries? I don't know, but I'd have to say programming sounds more general. But usually DevOps are all programmers too, man. Or close to programmers, maybe. I get tired after cranking out a bunch of apps, but I'm also not depending on it right now, at least. Depending on it? What do you mean? Managed to get my dream internship for next year in one application, so I'm good for another year, yeah. Numbers will join Jane Street for sure. Jane Street is elite. I think you gotta go to one of them super elite shops, Numbers. I'm very excited for you. There's somebody from Jane Street that was in this stream a long time ago. I don't remember who it was though. At the very beginning, just put 10 years of nonsense. Yeah. Well, it was like 7 years, I guess, at that point. Programming is too much of a general term, so yeah, that DevOps is more niche. I'm not dependent on finding a job, I see. When you were really cranking out the leak coding, what kind of numbers were you aiming for a day? How many problems per day? I didn't think about problems per day. I think about it as how much focus time per day. And I tried to hit 6 hours a day of focus time on LeetCode. But I'd split that between 2 sessions because I think when you're doing LeetCode, you get fatigued after a long period of time. So I think 6 hours straight of LeetCode is tough to maintain that pace for a long time. So I was doing a 3-hour session in the morning, 3-hour session in the evening, and I wasn't focused on hitting like 10 problems a day or anything like that. Just how much time I spend like thinking. Since the base you sign with Google is so high, it probably makes subsequent raises not feel great. I mean, every time you get promo, it's, I don't even know what percentage, I don't know, like 30K raise or something. But yeah, at that, at those levels, 30K doesn't feel substantial. In the August 2022, I feel like it should be my manager at Google labeled me a low performer because it sounded like he labeled himself a low performer. Maybe my English is bad. Wait, what? Oh, are you talking about my thing here in my about? Oh, I need to fix typos. It was me, labeled me a low performer. I almost got pipped my first year in Google, man. How embarrassing. And that's, I'll tell you why in a second. Intern at Jane Street earns more than senior at Fang. Yeah, man. Jane Street is cracked. 6 hours is impressive. I don't know if my brain has 6 hours of focus per day. You have it. You have it. You just have to work your way up towards that. When I first started training LeetCode, I was nowhere near 6 hours. I think maybe 2 hours a day I could do. But after you keep doing it every day, man, you'll be able to hit 6 hours or at least 3-hour sessions or something. What about your Jeff Dean rating? My Jeff Dean number is 2, I think, or 1. My Dean number is 1. Wait, what was I talking about? I was about to tell y'all something about, oh, why I got labeled a low performer. Yeah. All right. When I first joined Google, my manager told me, he was like, hey, man. He say, I get to the office. I'm pretending to be my manager, my old manager. He's like, yeah, I get into the office around 10, 11 a.m. I leave at 3 p.m. to go play soccer. He's like, yeah, just chill. You know, your first year at Google, you have 0 expectations. We expect nothing from you. Your only expectation is learning. He didn't talk like that. But he said like those words almost exactly. So I took that literal. I was like, all right. No expectations. I'm chilling. I'm not doing shit. I'm just hanging out, exploring the campus, going to all the cafeterias, trying out all the different foods, taking the internal Google Ubers all over, riding those things around the campus, going through the slide, doing a bunch of nonsense like that, man. Taking naps when I'm working from home. And then it turns out that there are expectations, man. And yeah. Anyways, I got a bad rating my first year because of that. I wouldn't say only because of that, but it's mainly that. I was about to turn it up on them when it was closer to my 1 year mark, but I had to turn it on them around my 7 months in, because my manager said if I don't turn this ship around now, it's not gonna look good for me. So that's when I started doing my co-working streams, and I was so far behind my work, man. I didn't do almost anything for 7 months, and then I had two weeks of like actual work and focus. I cleared my backlog and I finished all the work they assigned me, and there's nothing to do, and I went back to doing nothing. But I don't know. Then I switched teams and I got promoted. Was that your 50 hours week? Yeah, that was one of my 50-hour weeks. So the first, I did 2 weeks of intense work, but one of them was 50 hours and the other one was like 35 hours. And then I did one more 50-hour week, like to get my L4 promo. They hit you with the 1-2 switcheroo. Oh, fair text. Thank you very much. Wait. Fair text. Thank you so much. Right there. Look at that. So 100 hours of work in a year? Man. I'd say probably a little bit more than that, you know. And my last company, 50 hours was our usual work week. Yeah, the company I was at before Google, I was doing about 50 to 60 hours a week. But I was also getting paid hourly. So I felt like working 50 to 60 hours was definitely worth my time, man. Because you get paid time and a half, anything above 40 hours. You know? But when I'm on salary, who cares? Do you think nooglers deserve the crazy amount of money thrown at them? Sure, why not? Got my name on, yeah, your name's on the wall, man. Do I think that nooglers are delivering their salary worth per year? Probably not. But eventually, I think they will. Anyways, am I even gonna do any... Should I even try this problem anymore, man? I think it's time I just call it quits. Alright, we got 50 minutes before we hit the 3-hour mark. Oh, Zombie Chow, how are you doing? You deserve what you're paid. Yeah, Aviv, man, these companies making so much money, who cares about employees getting a little bit of money themselves, right? Google makes like $100 billion a year. We're talking about chump change to them. Anyways, but I feel you will never really get paid what you're worth unless you go do your own thing. That's why I'm gonna go do my own thing. But I think it's more than just about the money, because let's say I decided to try and go get a job at Jane Street with numbers, and I actually could get in, and I got in, and now they're paying me $1 million a year or $2 million a year or whatever. Maybe me more like $1 million, because I'm not that cracked. Eventually, I think the same thing is gonna happen to me, man. I'm gonna get bored there. I'm gonna be like, why am I getting all this money, and I have so much money, and I'm spending my time doing things I don't want to do. I'm still having to go to work when they tell me I'm gonna have to work on these silly things that I don't really care about, probably. And at some point I'm gonna be like, man, forget this job. I'm about to go leave this $1 million a year job and go do my own thing. Because I think it's just about doing what you want to do, man, and not just doing something because they're paying you good money. I feel that's kind of like selling out, you know? You're selling out your own dreams to go just because somebody gives you a lot of money, you're going to do something you don't want to do. And I'm pretty sure most people don't want to do what they're doing at work. 2, 3 years, then retire. Nah, man, because you're gonna get bored if you retire. If you truly retire, like let's say you made $5 million, then what? Then you retire? What are you gonna do? Watch Netflix for the next 60 years? Nah, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna wanna do something. And if you've already achieved so much at such a young age, your mind is not gonna just settle down and do nothing for the next 60 years, man. You're gonna want to accomplish things. You're gonna want to do things that mean something to you, or you're gonna want to see what else you can do or build or who knows what. Maybe you don't want to program anymore, and that's fine. You can go do other things, you know. I left my last job to work on a startup with a friend, and it was fun while it lasted, and I regret no part of it, but now I need to get a job because it didn't work out. Yeah, that's a common scenario, man. You're quitting your day job? Zombie chow. I guess you could say that. To be more accurate, I'm getting laid off. Voluntarily laid off. So I'm getting paid out to leave. Unemployment sounds fun, but it's not fun now. Say been there, done that. Yeah. I've also tried this in the past. I tried to quit my main money maker to go do something like my own thing when I was younger. But it didn't work out for me. And I think it didn't work out because I was too loose. I was very undisciplined. I think I had good knowledge back then and stuff, but I just couldn't focus, man. That was my biggest problem, you know. And now I guess it's been like 8 years later or so, 7, 8 years later. Now I think I'm a bit more mature, a lot more settled down. And I think I've learned how to focus. And I can't wait to try to go out there and do my own thing again. And I've learned how to focus. I've learned like how I'm able to focus. And one of those things is streaming. So when I stream, I mean, I know I waste a lot of time not doing like LeetCode or work, and I'm just chatting a lot and I'm talking a bunch of nonsense. But at least I show up, man. I show up and I do my thing. And if I didn't stream, this is how it would look. It would look like nothing, no activity. But at least when I stream, I'm putting some points up on the board. And maybe it's like what works for me. It's like streaming everything makes, I don't even know if I have ADD or ADHD or whatever, right? But if I had it, it's cured whenever I turn on the stream, because I'm not checking my phone. I'm not going to the fridge to go look to see what I can snack on. I'm not gonna go browse the internet to look for the next thing I want to buy. I'm not gonna go on Steam look for the next game I want to play, because the camera is rolling. I'm always remembered, like, I gotta work on LeetCode, or I gotta work on this thing, or whatever, right? So I'm going to apply all those things and see if I can do some cool stuff. I got depressed 3 months in? Dang. You add viewers on Steam? Oh, like if I've added, I think I've added like Q Ultimus. I don't usually add people But man, if you play some games, yeah, I'm down. Although I probably won't be playing as much games going forward. If you wanted to play games with me, the last 3 months was probably the best time. Father-in-law is a millionaire confirmed? Man, I'm from a family of many millionaires. And none of them had a job. Everybody has a business of some sort. So I think that's also what influences me a lot, you know. I'm not the only person in my family with a corporate job. And I don't know. I want to have my own business too, man. I've been thinking about what retirement looks like, and yeah, I feel like I'd just be bored. For sure you're gonna be bored, man. So you guys don't want to retire, man. What you want to do is whatever you want to do. And it might mean, I don't know what retirement means for you guys, but I think when people think of retirement, you generally think like you're not doing any more work for money and you're just like chilling, sipping pina coladas all day and hanging out, playing bingo or whatever. But I think if you're young and successful and you have like a few million in the bank and you could retire, even if you could, man, you probably don't want to. You want to probably just, now you have money to like, I don't, pursue whatever dreams you had, you know? That's how I think. Aren't Jamaican millionaires non-tech? Yeah, there are a lot of millionaires in Jamaica, and almost all of them are non-tech for sure. What businesses do they own and run? Many different types. Lots of supermarket stuff, lots of pharmacy, import, export, wholesale, things like that. Construction, whatever. Remember when you get big, man? If I get big, who knows? Can you teach us some patois? I am not a patois teacher, but maybe one day. Probably not though. Maybe if I go back home to Jamaica, I can show you guys around. I will be going back home sometime. Need to build stuff in old age with that experience? What? Do some volunteer work in retirement. Yeah, that I can get with that if that's what you want to do. If you want to like make a difference in someone's life or some people's lives, maybe volunteer work might be a good way to do that. Or there could be other ways you can impact other people's lives, you know. He's one hairstylist millionaire? Nah, I don't have any, not that I know of. Start up a keyboard making biz? Nah, that's old and crusty these days, man. I think the keyboard thing is like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Quick chat, we need to spam I was here for the YouTube video? Nah, you don't gotta do any of that. Anyways, Abby from YouTube. Sorry, I didn't see your message. What's happening? I'm so bad at DSA, man. Need to get better. Slow coder. What's happening? How often do you study? You're not gonna get better if you don't study. And if you're unable to study, you gotta figure out why. Alright, we got 40 minutes left. Will I make it to the 3-hour mark? This is my first stream in over 3 months, and it's difficult. But I'm excited to be back because lately I've been kind of bored, man. Me and my wife, we're so bored. Like, we don't even know what to do with ourselves anymore. We've played every game on Steam. We've played every game on Game Pass. And what do we do now? So here I am. I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to start streaming again. We missed you? Yeah, I missed you guys too. A little bit. Damn, has it really been 3 months? Doesn't feel like it's been that long since I've been here. You get any fun quest games? Quest games? What you talking about, quest games? Oh, like Meta Quest. Yeah, no, I haven't even played that thing, man. I need more space. I don't got no space for that shit in my apartment. But wherever I'm moving to next, alright, I'll tell you the criteria for my next house that I'm gonna move into. So right now I think I probably got like 1,200 square feet apartment in New York City. It's big-ish for being in New York. But it ain't big enough. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, maybe 1.5 bathroom, I'd say. My next house, I'm trying to get something at least 2,000 square feet plus like basements, you know. It's mostly bedroom. Yeah, I don't even know if it's 1,200 square feet, man, but it's the bedrooms are a decent size. I'm in one of the bedrooms right now. Like my whole studio is in one of the bedrooms. Living room is decent size too, but I think we need more space for sure. And I'm trying to get a big house. I also want a pool table in the basement. At least 9 feet pool table, 9 foot. And I'm gonna train some pool. But we'll see. This is like a nice to have. It's not a requirement. But I'm willing to up my budget just to accommodate a pool table inside my house. Apartment tour before you leave? Man, you don't want to see my apartment, man. You look like someone who'd be a pool beast. I'm not a beast. I'm not a beast. I just like to play, man. I've never really trained pool, but sometimes I wonder, man, if I train pool like I train LeetCode, how good could I get? I think that's my question for so many things in life. Like, how far can I take this? But I don't think I'm willing to train pool that hard. Sunrise Lo-Fi, welcome to the party. How are you doing? All right, let me see how I did on that contest. I just took a virtual contest. If I had taken it, dang, I'd have gotten ELO. I'd have gotten a lot of ELO. That's crazy. Should I start taking the contest again? Or do you think I'm going to lose my night badge? I'll start taking contests next year. How about that? It's been a while. I kind of rage quit, man. Because I was doing so bad in the contest. But we'll get back into it. AKSR41. How are you doing? Welcome. Hey, AKSR, I thought you said you're gonna set up a thing. You never did it, man. What's up? You know what I'm talking about. I always thought you did Leet to break Fang. Do you just enjoy doing problems? Hey, I started doing LeetCode to break into Fang. Yes, that is true. But after I got in, I continued doing it because I don't know why. I felt like I should continue. I think doing LeetCode taught me a lot about like life. Sounds a little nerdy to say. But before LeetCode, I was so undisciplined. I was like zero discipline, and I would operate just on like going hard for as long as possible. But then once that drive disappears or wears down, that's the end of it, man. I don't train, I don't do anything, and sit dormant for months, and very unproductive. But ever since I started leak coding, man, I've learned like that's not enough to just go in without a plan. So I had to like structure myself more. I tried to learn LeetCode a couple times and failed miserably. And then a third time I tried, I succeeded because I went in there with a plan. I took a lot of inspiration from like how boxing or like MMA fighters, how they'll train for an upcoming fight. I visualized my interview as my upcoming fight. So I had a few months to prepare. And then I went into what I like to call a training camp. Just like how they do it in whatever boxing. Where while they're in training camp, they're very strict. They wake up certain time, they go do this every day, they eat this every day, and every day it's like a very strict routine right up until the fight night. And that's the type of mentality that I used to get like decent at LeetCode. I wouldn't even say I'm good at LeetCode, but just get good enough to pass the interview. So yeah, I'd say LeetCode taught me all those things because it was hard to do. Like you can't just show up and beat LeetCode. You gotta really try, man. Unless you're a crazy smart person. Anyways, is it okay? Can you tell us what your TC at Google is? Yeah, it's probably around 300K TC at Google. My first offer at Google was 230K TC. That was a L3. Now I'm L4. I've been L4 for a year and a half, and I'm at 300K L4. But that's 300K L4 is, I guess, average. But there are L4s out there at other companies making like 400K, 450K. So my TC isn't super crazy or anything compared to like Fang. When is your last day? November 16th. Do you still see value in LeetCode after vibe coding and AI agents? Yes. The value in LeetCode, besides the foundational knowledge that I think is important, the other value is you can actually pass an in-person interview. If Google or Facebook or whoever, Microsoft, calls you up and they're like, hey, Sunrise Lo-Fi, you did really well on the dang online assessment. We want to fly you in and put you up on the whiteboard, and we're going to give you some LeetCode problems. That's why I see there's value in doing LeetCode. Midnight Simon is just a sicko that loves LeetCode. I wouldn't say I love it, man. Oh, Simon Lally from YouTube. How you doing, man? Good to see you back streaming. Alright. I take breaks from streaming. Every year I take a few months off because it's pretty tiresome to like always trying to be online and entertaining or whatever. So I always take some time every year. But I plan to stream in some capacity for a long time, man. For many years to come. But we'll see how that goes. At least the next 2 years I'll be going streaming quite frequently. Whiteboarding is back? That's what I've been hearing, man. Why are they keeping you so long? Hey, I press my manager every time I see him to ask him that same question, man. Like, hey, when are you gonna let me go, man? Just let me go right off into the sunset. But I guess those are the rules for my org. That we're supposed to show up in office and like do regular work. until we leave. UCL are dry too? What does that mean? Dry. I don't even do any work, AKSR. I hardly submit code. LeetCode any? What? I have started running daily and it has changed a lot for me. Dang, I wanna do this too, man. I wanna start being a bit more healthy and more active. I've been trying to do that my whole life though. What do you mean let you go? What's going on at Google? No, I'm leaving the company soon. I volunteered to get laid off. And my last day is in November. Officially, my last day is November 16th. But practically, I've already don't do anything, man. I go in for free food. And I go in to play pool. Anyways, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. This is my choice. I wanted to get laid off. Alright. 28 minutes before I gotta go. What should I do? What should I do? I've been just chatting. I feel like this whole stream is kind of just chatting. Should I just do some problems? I don't have much time to do any problems though. Maybe I can try yesterday's daily. Nah, I don't want to do that problem, man. We'll see. Coin flip? Nah. Good catching up. Yeah, it's good. It's good streaming again, man. I was a little bit nervous coming back. Every time I take a break, it feels super awkward to come on camera and get back into the streaming because this is not normal for me. Like just talking to a camera and being online. I guess it's normal now, but you know, it's only recently, like in the last few years, I've been streaming. But anytime I don't stream for a long time, I just go back to my pre-streamer days. Race to see how many easies you can do. All right, we can do that. We can do that. How many easies? Let me set this up. How do you select problems? I don't even remember how to do this type of stuff. Is it like this? How do I get random easies? Starting own company or job switching? Not job switching, maybe in a couple of years when I run out of money. Starting my own company, I guess you could say that, but not really. Just doing my own thing. I don't want to blow your ego, but I honestly enjoy your streams, man. Thank you so much. Do I have an ego? Maybe sometimes I got a little ego, man. But man, I'm so grateful for everybody who shows up here. I think you guys don't know how much you motivate me. Everybody who shows, like, streaming on Twitch absolutely changed the course of my life forever. In a good way. In a great way. I'm thinking of moving to New York City, start of the year. Dang. Do you have, like, job lined up here or anything? New York is tough. You motivate us too. I hope so. Where's No Condom Chris? Yeah. Where is he? He's chilling. I hear he's working real hard. Keeps all his ego in his elegant long hair. Man, I gotta get a haircut soon. I have to trim, like, it looks straggly. Very caveman-like. Anyways, alright, easy problem speed run. How do I filter problems? Man, I swear there used to be a way you could do this, right? Yes, right here. Easy. Alright, let's test it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me start the timer. Should we do a bet? You guys want to bet? Glump1. Welcome to the party, Glump. How are you doing? I could see Simon on a guitar in a post-rock band, man. Man, I love post-rock. I've been nerding out to post-rock like a long time ago. I don't even know anything about post-rock these days. Pat's Goodbye World. What's happened, Pat? I hear you got banned for trying to look at OnlyFans. Your keyboard sounds like butter. Thank you. Hey, post-rock. I was saying one of my favorite, I don't know if this is post-rock. God is an astronaut. One of my favorite bands in my whole life that I've ever encountered. What is considered post-rock? I don't even know, man. It's kind of like, how would I explain post-rock? It's kind of like dreamy, guitar-y, lots of guitar effects, mostly instrumental. There aren't many lyrics in post-rock music, but lots of guitar pedals, and it sounds real chill. It's that type of music you listen to while you're cruising through the galaxy and stuff, I guess. I looked up a list of post-rock bands. God is an Astronaut is listed in the first 10. Oh yeah, shoegazy. Yeah, that is another term for post-rock, because they call it shoegaze because the guitarists, they're always looking down at their feet because they always have to press the different pedals for their sound effects, you know. So I think that's why they call it shoegaze. But yeah, God is an Astronaut from, man, I was probably like just graduating high school when I discovered God is an Astronaut. Hey, Pat, how you doing, man? How long are you banned on Twitch? Do you have to like start everything over? Is this your new Twitch account, or will you get unbanned at some point? Can someone learn to code by just doing LeetCode? I'd say you can learn. Yeah. You can learn how to code some things. I don't think you're gonna get great object-oriented programming knowledge from just doing LeetCode, but I think you'll get a good understanding of programming logic, you know. Alright, anyways, I was trying to do this bet, how many easies can I solve, but I don't even know how to start a bet anymore. Alright, here we go. 10 minutes. How many easy can I solve in 10 minutes? Alright, let me tell you the rules. Wait, 10 minutes? Let's say 3 and under over 3. I give you 2 minutes to decide. Wait, should I do 3 or should I do 2 minutes per easy? Yeah. Let's do 4 or less in 10 minutes. That means, yeah, or over 4. And the rules are, I can skip. So if I can just skip a problem. So like just like this one, whatever, sequel. I'm not doing that. Those are the rules. And I can submit however many times I need to submit. It's not like one shot. Let me just take out sequel here. How do you take it out? It's not database. I don't want any concurrency. but whatever. I think that's good. Alright, place your bets. I'm gonna try and do a little easy speed run. I'm gonna start the timer for 10 minutes and I'm going to be focused on solving the easy problems. Am I able to do at least 5? That's basically what we're betting on. Will I be able to solve 5 problems in 10 minutes? That means less than 2 minutes average per easy problem. This is not easy. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be real close, but I don't know. All right, place your bets, place your bets. This is the first bet I've done in 3 months. Are you guys ready? It's about to go down. Where's my timer at? Timer is ready to go. All right. Yo, what the hell? Elite Whale, 6,800? Come on, man. These are small bets, but it's all good. All right, here we go. Let me just make sure that random thing is... All right, here's what. I'm gonna start the timer and I'm gonna hit random, and so like whatever this problem is, who cares? It's not the one I'm gonna do first. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna hide my chat so I don't even see chat. Especially if you skip, you got this. Not necessarily, man, because you still, to decide whether or not to skip, you still have to read the problem, and by reading the problem and skipping, you just wasted 10-20 seconds. All right, here we go, here we go. All right. Dang, what the hell is this? Yo. All right, start over. This ain't. How are they gonna give me premium problems, man? Can I filter those out? There we go. Why would they give me a premium? Alright. Ready again? Here we go. Open all 5 first? Nah. I have to go through them one by one. Average salary excluding minimum and maximum salary. You're given an array of unique integers. Whatevs. Alright, here we go. So, sorts. I don't even know if there's dupes, but who cares, man? Wait. So I'm going from I equal 1. And then what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to like add that, and then let me look at the constraints. At least 3. So I'm gonna return n's divided by n minus 2. Do I have to cast this to a double? Probably not, but I'll do it anyways. Oh, how much time left? 9 minutes. First one done. Easy work. Going good. Ant on the boundary. I already have something. Let me reset this. An ant is on the boundary. It goes sometimes left, sometimes right. You're given an array of non-zero integers, nums. The ant starts reading from... Wait, the ant starts reading nums from the first element? I should have skipped this, but I'm too invested now, man. Nah. Wait. If it's less, it moves. So if it's negative, if it's positive, it goes right. Number of time ants returns to the boundary. I don't even really know what it's asking yet, but I probably have to iterate, right? Alright, one. Wait, starts. It's on the boundary. Okay, so basically it starts at 0. And then it goes 5 on the boundary. Dang, so okay. I should have skipped it. I'm skipping it. I lost a minute there, man. 2 minutes. Not great, not great. Most common word. Given a string. Most frequent that is not banned. Oh man, I don't have string split. Forget that too. Minimum operations collect elements. They are given an array nums of positive integers and an integer k. In one operation, you can remove the last element of the array and add it to collection. Return the minimum number of operations takes needed to collect. Wait. Man, I should have lowered the number, man. The last element and add it. An integer k. Oh, we're just trying to see. Oh, wait. K is 2. The last element. Oh, 1 through k. We don't need to sort. I guess k plus 1 or k, and we do. No. Man, I've already failed. It ain't happening, man. I'm sorry. So if it's less than or equal to k, what does it say? We remove the last element. I'm disappointed in myself. Not gonna lie. So that's how much we got. I guess if got equals to k, then return counts. Not great, man. I've only done 1. I don't even know how many I think I've only done 1. All right, 2. I gotta hit 3 in a row. I can't even do this one, man. Oh, jeez. Come on, they didn't tell me about dupes. It ain't happening. 3 minutes for 3 more. Can I do it? Let's see. Earliest finish time. Too much reading, man. Fine. Also, modify the matrix. Given 0, and replace each element with the value -1 with the maximum elements in the column. Wait, what am I doing? I don't even remember what I'm trying to do. Super rusty. I don't even remember what thing is asking. Replace each element with -1 with the maximum element, and it's okay. So I need to remember the columns. So this is. I'm already toasted, man. I should have skipped this one. I don't know how many I gotta do. Bitwise OR has trailing zeros. It ain't happening. 30 seconds. Maximum difference by remapping a digit. Too much reading. Come on. Remove outermost parentheses. Time is up, man. I don't even know if this is right. Hail Mary. But time's already up. It ain't right. Anyways. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't even hit 4. I think I hit 2, 3. Those are some beefy easies, yeah. I got that. Rust, yeah. Alright, use it as motivation. I didn't give up, man. I tried. I should have skipped a lot of those. Alright, so that's how it looks. It's 4 was probably a right goal. Yeah, I think so. We'll tune it next time. Not happy with my performance there. Anyways, I think it's time for me to get out of here. Almost time. 5 more minutes. Can chill for a bit. And then I guess I'll stream this weekend, but I'm not sure if I'll take the contest. Or should I bring out my alt, my Not Simon? Should I take the contest on Not Simon? No, I don't want to do that, man. I want to do everything on one account. I don't want to split things between 2 accounts, you know? But dang. My rating on my alts is almost my main. That's how much my main has fallen. No condom Chris. How you doing, man? Welcome to the party. Contests are actually easier now because average skill is worse. Hey, I took the virtual today, or the 468, and I was surprised. I did the virtual like on stream, and I got a top 10% finish, which I thought doesn't mean much, I guess, because Q1, Q2 are easy. But still, look at that, top 10% finish. Wait. LeetCode streams are back or in November? Nah, LeetCode streams are back, man. I've decided Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 9 p.m. to midnight Pacific time will be LeetCode streams for maybe forever. You never know. And I will be doing other streams. So like if I wanted to do some PST, nah. I'm Eastern time. Did I say Pacific time? I thought we moved on from LeetCode? No. I think LeetCode will always be a part of my routine. Wait, not that much LLM, they're just noticeable because they're at the top and a lot get removed. Alright, that's nice to hear, I guess. But how's the difficulty of the contest not considering other contestants? Like, are Q3s still crazy? You know? Because for a while before LLMs came out, I think I was consistently doing Q3 and sometimes I'd hit the Q4. But then since the LLMs came out, I have a really hard time solving Q3. And forget about Q4, man. I'm just saying average skill of contestant is worse. Alright. Well, maybe this weekend I'll take it. Maybe I'll just go right in there. Who cares if I lose my night badge, right? If I lose my night badge and I can't get my night badge back, it means I don't deserve the night badge. That's what I think. So, right? Or no? That's what I think, man. Since LLMs is becoming harder, how so? Because I think the contest setters are trying to write problems that LLMs can't solve. And when they do that, it means the problems are just gonna be crazy. Are you still quitting? You can't quit, right? Stock went up too much. No, I'm quitting. I'm quitting, but I still have a lot of my stocks. A lot of my Google stock I haven't sold. So even if I still quit, I'm hedging by not selling my Google stocks. I guess technically I'm not quitting. Technically, I'm getting laid off because I volunteered for layoffs. So things are winding down a lot at work. I don't really do anything, to be honest. I'm just there to hang out. But I think November 16th is my last official day. But I have a feeling I'm able to leave probably beginning like first week of November. Oh, Pat's Hello World unbanned. Welcome to the party. You got to stream now, Pat. I was asking if those links on your topics page go to anywhere. They're just clickable for nothing. Yeah, they're just clickable for nothing right now. But I promise we're going to get that all sorted out one day. How much money are Google stocks going to make? Who knows? They gave you a choice? Wait, they gave you no choice? What do you mean no choice? They offered voluntary layoffs to my org. My org of like 12,000 people. And they said, whoever wants I forget what the email said, but it was like, if you don't feel passionate about your work here, maybe you should quit and take this severance and get out of here. That I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of like the tone of the email that they sent out to us. So I was like, yeah, man, that's me. I'm not passionate about this work, and I'm trying to get paid to leave because I was gonna quit anyways. And then I'd rather get paid to quit than just quit without any money, you know. Wait, compared to 2008, how shit is this market? One backseat, what's happened? 2008. All right, I was graduating university around these times, man, and I could not find a job. I never found a job until 12 years later. Yeah, my first real job where I was paid like an employee was in 2020, and I graduated in college in 2010. And I couldn't find anything when I graduated, so I decided to just do my own thing instead of trying to convince somebody to hire me. And I did my own thing for 10 years before I decided, oh, maybe I'm able to get a job, you know. And I got a job. It was easy in 2020. But I don't know how things are. I don't think things are as bad as 2008, but what do I know? I'm not looking for a job right now. Did you ask for an internal move? No, I didn't ask because I don't want to work there anymore. Are you retired? I'm not retired, man. Why they want to lay off? I suppose they don't want to pay for all these people. Brent Arata, how are you doing? How are you doing? Floofy, what's happening? Wait, what did I say? Emailing, guilt tripping. Oh, I see. Yeah. It was a weird email, man. Severance must have been good. The severance was 14 weeks plus 1 week for every full year you've completed at the company. So I'm at 3 years and, I don't know, 10 months right now. 9 months. So I'm getting 17 weeks of severance. Plus you get paid out for all the vacation hours that you have saved. Right now I think I have about 160 vacation hours, about 4 weeks of vacation. So I'm getting about 21 weeks of severance if you include vacation payout. Easy money. That translates to about, who knows, I guess, I don't know how much I get paid hourly, like $91, $92 an hour times 40 times 21 weeks. Wait, 17 plus 4, yeah. Easy 80K payout, man. Probably like 50K after taxes. But I hope they don't pay me out until next year, so then my taxes aren't as high as if I got paid out this year. So 80K, if I got paid out this in 2025, it would be like, what, 40K or 45K, who knows. But if I got paid out next year, when this will be my only income, I'm probably getting a lot of that. All good on my end. Leaving industry to pursue my dream of being a mediocre mathematician. Floofy, that's so exciting, man. I'm happy for you. I think it's gonna go well. If I got that kind of severance, I would be rich. Yeah, me too. 4 months sev. Yeah, it's nice. Vibe code of video game? Nah, gonna be hard if your next job is a lot worse. Wait, who? I'm not getting a next job. Hey, no condom Chris, I don't know if you heard what I'm gonna be up to, but I said earlier in the stream, my plans are 2 years of me not working but streaming my journey to try and be a small business owner. The same thing that I did to get into Fang, grinded LeetCode on stream. Instead of the goal being Fang now, the goal is gonna just be trying to build something that can sustain my life without having to work. So whatever that is, it's probably going to be something related to algorithms. I'll tell you that much. And I'm giving myself 2 years because that's how much time I got until I run out of money. And I'm gonna start in January 2026. So I have a lot of things, like right now, these streams that I'm doing until the end of the year, it's not like I'm not working on my main goals yet. I'm kind of just trying to transition into my new life, and then once I get settled in, it's gonna start. Everything's gonna start. Bandulu List. How you doing? 18 years? What? I need to study more. Being broke call center agent is no fun. Yeah, studying hard will get you a good paying job. For sure. Spread some... What? Thought people stay for 4 years because of vesting? Nah. Oh yeah. Technology. Yeah. I want to be a small business owner, but not anything. I mean, yeah. I would like to open up a chicken restaurant or a laundromat or a whatever, you know. But I think right now is not the time for that. Right now, I'm leaving my Google job. And if this doesn't work out in about 2 or 3 years, I'll have to go back and find another job. So I want these 2-3 years that I'm not going to be working at a company, I want it to be relevant for my next, if I have to go back into industry. So that means I'm going to be working on something tech related in these 2 years. So like the experience, like if I go back, I want to go back in as at least L5. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go 2 years grinding and then go back right where I left off. I want to get a promo out of this. Basically, I'm making my own promo project. And when I get, if it doesn't work out, I get promoted. If it does work out, I get to live the rest of my life doing what I want to do. Why not start now? Because I don't want to break my focus. There's a lot of things coming up. I gotta move. That's a big focus break. Then there's Christmas coming up with holidays. I don't want to start like, I don't want to get deployed to this crazy war right before Christmas, and then Christmas I gotta take a break. I just got to the war zone, man. So I'm just gonna wait until January to deploy myself. You can last 2 years on severance alone. No, I cannot, man. You have to remember, I'm not a single bachelor. I'm a married guy, and I got mouths to feed. There's 3 of us. So severance alone cannot sustain us. I mean, maybe in some places. Post the chicken restaurant, I'll go eat there 100%. Hey, that's coming maybe in 10 years, the chicken restaurant. Grab some security certs and start a cyber security? I don't want to do that, man. 3, I have a stepchild and a wife. Might be able to actually retire in Japan, maybe. Anyways, I gotta go. It's time to go. Selling algo content? Probably not. L5 system design will be rough. Why? System design is a lot easier than LeetCode, I think. Easier as in you're able to study it in a lot shorter time. Oh yeah, Pat. Is Pat going on? Because I'm getting off for the night. Simon's Chicken Shack. Hey, I'll be practicing my chicken though. So, you know, since I'm gonna be freed up for 2 years, man, and I'm going to try and stream as much as possible in those 2 years, but not overly excessive. I'm not trying to do like every day for 2 years or something crazy, man. I'm trying to do, like I said, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, regular stream time will be reserved for LeetCode or algorithms. But I'm going to be doing other streams as well. Maybe coding streams where I'm building something. Maybe it's co-working things where I don't really want to share what I'm working on, but I want to like show you that I'm not joking around and I'm working. You know, maybe I'll do a lot of Pomodoro co-working streams. Bi-weekly contest? No, I'm not like training algorithms as my main focus. It's only a side quest, I guess. Hey, Hymn of Words. Yes, I'm back. I took like 3 months off. So that's what the future holds for this stream and for my life. It's gonna be interesting. It's one of the greatest experiments I'm going to do ever. Basically the experiment is I'm taking all my money and I'm seeing how much I can build in 2 years with all my money. Like room and board and food, everything paid for in my life, and my only job is to build 2 years straight. What can I do in 2 years? What if the experiment fails? 0 for retirement? Yeah, basically, if the experiment fails, Smart Coder, I'm gonna be a corporate slave for the next 10 years at least. So, Krunal, what's happened? What have I missed? You missed the whole stream, man. I'm about to leave. Norwegian Oiler, welcome to the party. Hey, thank you, Hymn of Words. Bet on yourself. That's basically what I'm doing, man. I'm taking all my money and I'm investing it into myself. I believe that I'm capable of doing something if I put my mind to it, and I just want to see if it's true. I want to prove my experiment, like my hypothesis. My hypothesis is if I worked 40 focused hours every week for 2 years on something, that I will find some type of success. That's my hypothesis. So the experiment is testing that out, I guess. I was encouraging you to take the Google exit offer. I don't know if you remember. I was gonna quit Google before they even offered that thing. So I kind of just waited around because there are rumors that they're gonna offer that exit program. Let the stream know what you're doing. Sometimes I will. Just did the new daily night 40 seconds. Nice. Full-time LeetCoder, maybe. Will it be a product? Yeah. It might be a product, it might be a service. You never know. We'll see where it goes. We're gonna be wondering what your side quest is. Always. Any hint spoilers? Yeah. I told you guys whatever I'm doing is definitely going to be related to algorithms, you know. Because I feel I've spent a great deal amount of my energy and time in the last 5 years towards algorithms, and it's something I feel at least a little bit passionate about, and I have decent knowledge in the space. So I think it only makes sense I try and do something with algorithms. The pressure is on now. No, not now. The pressure is on in a couple months. All right, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I'm already over my time limit. El Minson. What are you doing over there on YouTube, man? How you doing? Alright, dang. What? Oh, Howling Fans. I'm gonna raid Howling Fans. I've been lurking in Howling Fans stream. I don't really talk much, but he's been grinding, right? Let's go raid. I gotta fix my website too. My website is down. I gotta update my API keys. I'm gonna fix that before the next stream. Don't you worry. That guy grinds so much. Yeah, that's what I like. Alright, let's... How do you raid? Raid? Spend 2 years on the algorithm of all algorithms? Yeah, we'll see. Alright, let's go raid Howling Fans. It's good to be back. I'm happy to see so many familiar names in chat. It's gonna be exciting, I think. All you people out there who ever wondered about what you could do if you quit your job and did your own thing, if you're too scared to do it, you can just watch and see what I do, man. See if it's something you're interested in. Am I done with LeetCode? No, I'm not. I'm done with the stream. I'm about to end stream. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Chandu, see you later. Michael PC Gamer, Sunrise Lo-Fi, Q Ultimus, have a good night. See you this weekend. Pat's Hello World, Icy Black Deep, Man Like BD, have a good night. No Condom Chris, Zombie Chow, Software Tools, see you later, alligators. Krunal, El Minson, Simon Lally from YouTube. Adios, see you later, man. Anybody else? Hymn of Words, Smart Coder, Leet Whale. Adios. I guess this weekend I'm taking a contest, man. Who cares about a night badge and all that shit? I'm just gonna take it and lose a lot of elo. Adios. See you next time.